Good morning, everybody. Getting this thing set up here. We'll get this thing rolling. Got that muted. Let's see who all we have in here this morning. Fun things to do with Sparky, Mrs. B Twin, Wayne, Jeff, Junkyard, Dick Small Engine, Small Tractor Service. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's getting a good start on the day. Morning, Ken. There's a link if anybody wants to come up. Mighty Joe this morning. What is the temperature here?
Oh, geez. Cold.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a good day. A warm up, so. Mm-hmm. It'll get better.
19.
It's 19. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. And let's see.
My phone's in charge.
It didn't.
No, 0%.
And we got Polar Bear Ed. Fun things to do with Sparky. Morning, guys.
Morning.
He done got his radio stuff ready to go.
How did you know I was doing radio stuff?
It would just be a wild guess, I guess. You know.
I've got another show, you see, another 3-4 more shows to go. So I've got March now doing.
Yeah.
Morning, Ed. How are
Morning,
you?
Sparky. Oh, I'm flabtabulous.
I'm a box of frogs ready to bounce.
From them shots of coffee that you said on here, man, oh man, you ought to be bouncing off every wall in that house.
No, I kind of handle the coffee. I like the best one I ever had was a Starbucks. I had to 5 shots of coffee, a drop of milk, 15 sugars, because I needed to be awake that night.
Wow.
Sparky, you forgot the 6 bags of M&Ms.
Yeah, you need M&Ms or midget gems or wine gums at night time while you're sat there.
Oh boy. Sounds to me like you're pretty well wired.
Big bar of chocolate.
Chocolate's okay at night time, but it melts too quick. You know what I mean?
It does. You gotta keep it on ice.
Well, the what lady
Hey,
or the
Jojo.
chocolate?
Oi,
The lady or the chocolate on ice? Which one do you keep on ice?
don't be cheeky.
Both.
Both.
Come on.
man.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I've had full English at breakfast this morning: bacon, sausage, and eggs, and toast and beans, and the usual stuff.
Yeah.
That piece of shit phone don't want to load anything today.
Oh dear.
What'd you do
Oh,
to
there
it
we
now?
go. Huh?
What'd you do to it now?
It's being stupid.
Oh boy.
It'll bring up the pictures, but it won't move the chat now. I'm still at the very beginning.
Well, I can tell you this much. This morning between YouTube and StreamYard, there is a huge lag.
They're doing updates. I spoke to him last night on Facebook because they're doing a question and answering.
Hey,
So
Ken.
Morning, Ken.
Hey guys.
So I put your questions to them because I know the YouTube wants to know what's going on.
Right.
They're upgrading the service from California to somewhere abroad, somewhere else. They're pulling out of the servers out of the US
Really?
because the problem is that it's getting expensive for them to do it. So they've got a cheaper place, and apparently they're swapping over. That's what she told us.
Wow. Yeah, because I mean, there is a huge lag this morning.
Because Zoom is taking over the majority of people now. 94% of the YouTubers now on Zoom, and they wanted to compete, so they're going to be dropping the prices down. They'll be doing all sorts, apparently.
Right.
So, which is quite nice.
Morning, Gravely, man.
Morning, Gravely.
So,
Yeah.
Sparky, you see what I got up there finally, don't you?
I do. We're the Big J.
Oh, it's showing the J. All right.
I know. I can see small
Hey.
tractor service. I can see it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm only pulling your chains.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to get that over yet.
We'll teach you one day. Ed knows all about this kind of thing as well, and so does Mark.
Not me. Don't throw me under that bus. I didn't do it.
You don't need to throw you under. You go under your own.
That's true.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, the woman does that for you normally, doesn't she? When she brings you coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a cup of tea.
Yes. Oh dear.
Oh, I was already up this morning. The dogs are fed. They went out.
Yeah. And Joe knows she hasn't gave me no tea in about 3 weeks.
Oh. Yeah. If they had a waterproof envelope, I'll put a cup of tea in it, mail it.
That'd take too long to get here from over there.
Yeah,
that'd
we had
be
a.
iced.
Yeah.
It'd be iced
Iced
by
tea.
then.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. People like that iced coffee. I don't know how they can drink that iced coffee.
Oh, it's fantastic. In the summertime, me and my missus goes down to the canal where we are. Iced coffee, the size of your hand, literally like 5 shots of coffee. You're wired for sound.
And it wakes you up fully as well.
I bet. Oh,
Um,
boy.
Coffee is supposed to be hot.
No, coffee. I've got the machine to make it here cold, but the problem is, I use 10 shots of coffee, and it's like you do one sip of it, you know you've had a good cup of coffee.
Does it come
Lord.
out like syrup?
Yeah.
It's really nice, actually. You
It
get
just uses
400
the-
grams bags of coffee. 400 gram bags of coffee. You tip it in to the machine. You tip a pint of water in. Overnight, you leave it, and then add a pint of water to it later on.
Sparky, it's called reused grounds.
We don't use reused ground. No, we don't. We use proper ground coffee that we get it. And I tell you something, the coffee I make and the iced coffee I do, put it this way, you would be awake for at least a day.
Yeah.
Get coffee too hot.
Oh, Lordy. To me, it sounds like it would be like maple syrup coming out of a jar.
Yeah, it's really
Cut
nice. I mean, lucky like
Cut
this
it with
cold.
scissors.
Yeah.
Start pouring it.
Yes, I was in Bangladesh and I asked for a cup of coffee, and he brought me this little tiny thing over, and I said to him, "What do you mean? That's not a cup of coffee. You need coffee? This is coffee." I said, "Yeah, thank you." Bang, boom. I was like, "What the hell? What the?" And the guy said, "It's 15 shots coffee. It's concentrated." I said, "What do you mean?" He said he showed me the packet. It's like one of their brands across there. Concentrated coffee, 15 shot coffee.
Wow.
And you only need a little bit, and it blows your brain off.
Be like the stuff on the top of a paint can that's been closed for a while.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely make you
I-
twitch.
More than that.
Yeah.
Well, I have coffee before my radio station normally, and my hands are ready, everything's ready, I can do it all. But if I don't have my coffee about half an hour beforehand, my brain says coffee, coffee, coffee. Cheers, my dears.
You want
You've got one thing. What, my biscuit.
Well, get up and get your own biscuits then.
I would do.
You agree with me?
I would do, but I don't know how to do this then. You know, you don't want to see my fat ass.
Hold up, stupid. Seen them all, have we?
What, my ass? Bloody hell.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, poor Basco. I let him out this morning. Sammy went blasting across the driveway, jumped up on his snowbank, and Bosco just walked over and he looked and it's like, ain't fun. I can't get up there either.
You just missed that.
What's that for?
Oh,
What's it for? What? Get your
I guess we don't want to know what's going on there, huh?
There's something going on there.
All I can say is the
Yeah,
missus
wait.
just got tickled.
wish you shouldn't.
Sparky,
Oh, boy.
just for, yeah, that's it, definitely. Yeah, I have 4 of each, and I tell you something, with bacon, sausages, you get everything. Got a pack of biscuits now. It says, please open. What, a pair of legs? Sorry.
Oh boy.
The coffee got him this morning.
Coffee down.
It's
Was it-
Sunday. You're supposed to have a laugh.
Oh
Was
yeah.
it coffee or the M&Ms?
Mm.
Or the 6 bags of sugar in the coffee?
Mm.
It could be probably all of the above. Holy smoke. Now, how does that Zoom work? Now, do you drop your link in Zoom or you have to do individual send outs?
I don't know yet, because I was told you can just give it to somebody, anybody you like, and it'll appear in the chat if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how it all works, because the Zoom I used to use, you could, but then because of security reasons now, you can't.
The Zoom we use at school, you have to send invites to whoever you want to be in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, is there like a basement, or they just show up on the screen?
There's a waiting room. There's a Zoom waiting room you can set up.
Okay.
You just
Where
send,
I've got set up that way. Just give me 1 second. Let me ask that lady, because that lady's on my thing right now. My what's it called?
ours. You just send the email and as an invite, and they have to log on that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But you,
great.
but you can have. We've had 26, 27 people on the panel.
Right.
Well, I mean, like if we're in a waiting room, and if you can drop the link in the chat, I mean, you'll have people popping up that you may not want there.
Yeah,
Right.
there is a waiting room. She said there's a waiting room, and you can basically. And I have the lady on like speed dial on my system, because I'm trying to get over to it. Sharing the link to everybody, you can do as well. You can share it to a lot of people. Links like doctor's office. Yeah, being a doctor's office, definitely. But she said you can share it to everybody on that list, and anybody on that YouTube stream, you can pin it up.
Wow.
But that's what she said. But I'm going to try it out in the next couple of weeks, and I'll let you know.
Right.
So I
But it's
don't know if I
cheaper.
can. I don't know if I can manage having 20 people on the panel.
I'm going to restrict it. I'm going to restrict it to 7 on my thing. I'm going to put a restriction on, because you can do that in Zoom. You can restrict it. So I'm going to have 5 people in the basement waiting, and then 7 on the main chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my gosh, the pictures would be like dime size.
Yep.
So, but I'll let you know more about it soon. Because when I got it zoomed in.
Yeah, because I just this morning, just sitting here running both my screens, the lag between StreamYard and YouTube is
It's bad.
unbelievable. Yeah, it's real bad this morning.
Yeah.
Well, then turn one of them off.
Yeah, but by the time you guys put something in the chat, by the time
Yeah.
it gets over here on
Yeah.
the StreamYard side, it's taken probably 2 minutes.
Yeah.
of lag
Does-
time before I see it.
Yeah, Mick Mowers last night had a major problem with it last night. When he was streaming last night, he couldn't get it all controlled properly. He was really struggling with it last night. And like I said, I don't understand what's going on, but I do, because I think they're going to be pulling out of the US market, StreamYard, and literally going across to like somewhere bigger, like Switzerland or Sweden, or the biggest places, because they're the streamers across there right now. There's no rules across there to stream, but in the US, there's rules.
Right.
Well, some of us can't write fast either.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. I have to use a microphone for mine.
Well, and StreamYard just joined with some other streaming company.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
But
it's crazy.
Oh dear. So what's everyone? How was everyone's day yesterday? Did it go well yesterday? Everyone's.
Excellent day. I got 1 load of wash done, and then I took a nap.
Mhm.
I woke up, I put that load of wash into the dryer and got so tired I had to go take another nap. And that was my day.
I never let the recliner run away. I tell you that.
I wish I could say that.
After my week last week, I had to.
Yeah.
That's why the missus has to work to take up for Twisted's hard Saturdays, huh?
Yeah, but you know, the wife does a great job working, but
Yeah, 6 days this week.
pay wise, not even close. Yeah, 6 days she worked.
I'm
How
a
many
glut-
days did you work this week?
Maybe she works so much to get away from you, Mark.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
Here. I'm not here through the week. In fact, last week I ran all those short loads. Plus, I ran a load over to Pennsylvania that I forgot about.
All
Yeah.
the way to Pennsylvania, huh? Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
He goes so far.
Yep. And then I come back and I run more locals. And I loaded up and shot up to Michigan that same night. I dropped 4 locals and then loaded up and went to Michigan. Come back and I run 3 locals. And then, holy shit, I had another load clean out to Plainfield, Indiana, almost over into Illinois. I forgot about. So I had to load up and take off with that night. And then come back in. And I still had to run more locals. Now I got a Calvert City, Kentucky that I got to run Monday night after I run all these shuttles Monday. And it's like, sooner or later, this stuff's got to slow down.
You know, I hate to say it, but you're really starting to sound like Mr. Briggs now.
You don't need to work that hard. You really don't.
Mm.
At least you get sick time. I don't have no sick time.
Yeah, I get a lot.
Mr. Briggs works hard holding that steering wheel, hauling that sailboat fuel.
Yeah.
No, he pulls them big fancy doubles.
Yeah, but I got a chain and everything.
Yeah, but most of the time, Mr. Briggs's trailers are hauling sailboat fuel.
Yeah, I know.
He's hauling empties. He's not. Ain't no wonder he's got to drop his own dollies and stuff.
Oh, come on. I feel bad for him when he has to do that.
I don't.
I can really imagine him telling us all about if he actually hauled a real load like one of them big generators out of Wisconsin or something.
Yeah.
Put him on one of those turbine wings. See how he hauls that. See how he hauls that.
Eh,
100 and some feet long. Yeah.
I didn't do them yet, but just them generators are long enough.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they're 15 foot wide.
I watched some of the videos on them guys hauling those blades, and they're just ridiculous, man. I mean,
They're fun to haul, but that guy running your rear steer, he's got to know the game of what's going on and got to know exactly what to do.
well, the one video I watched, the back end, it wasn't even like a dolly. It was an actual cut down semi
Yeah.
that a dude rides in, and he's only like a foot off the ground.
Yeah.
You know,
Blimey.
he's sitting down in that thing, and they're doing 80 mile an hour. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no way, no, I'm not riding back there.
And he is
You
literally
have no choice.
driving the back of your trailer.
Yeah, it's got an engine and everything, but he
Yeah.
has no choice in what happens.
No,
You know?
he's going where you take him.
Yeah.
Kind of like the tiller fire trucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
If that front truck hits something, he's along for the ride.
Yeah.
He can steer that thing all he wants. He's not avoiding the accident.
No.
You know?
Mark, I've just been told, right, this is what I've been told by the lady. Zoom will accept the free text or link in the same format. You can share the link either privately or to everyone present on the chat. It depends on what content you display. Most YouTube will allow you to display the link for 45 seconds only, and then you have to re-put it back in.
Right.
Fine.
One place I worked at, we had one of them 19-axle diamond trailers. I never got to run that in the road, but I was the one that always moved it around the yard to get it loaded and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was kind of tricky. Everything you did with that is real slow, so it'll keep up with you.
Morning, Nate. Now, it hasn't even hit StreamYard yet that Nate is in here. Now, they're just hit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They hiring drivers over there, Mark, or
What's that?
are they hiring drivers over there where you're at?
They're always looking for people.
Geez, maybe I'll have to go out there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When I retire, I'll come work with you.
There you go.
That's what I was gonna say. You getting ready to retire, Ken?
Uh,
Yeah, it's actually the guys on the bucket side with my boy. He's going to drop off the step deck here shortly, and he's going to go to the bucket side. So all he has to do is raise the bed and go. But
Oh, he's one of them, huh?
well, I tell you what, they haul a lot of permit loads, heavy loads of coal and stuff, salt, and they do real good.
They don't do demolition too, do they?
No, they do
Okay.
coal hazmat and salt. No, the roll-off. Then they got the roll-off division that does the just all they do is transfer boxes back and forth.
Hey, that's me. I could do that.
Do they got the automatic tarps, or you got to throw tarps on them?
They're all automatic.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the easy
man.
way.
Yeah,
It's
they're
more
all.
fun when you have to climb around up there stretching tarps.
That's I'd like to see that 100-pound bow. Roll that 150-pound tarp.
Yeah, they're all automatic carpers. But the best thing of going to was they have a guarantee. You're going to make $1,100 a week if you don't haul $1,100 or not. For all the company guys. So every 2 weeks, you're guaranteed that's 2,400 gross. But normally you're way over that, or 2,200 gross.
Hey, Mark, is there any empty apartments out there? I'll be out there next week.
There's places everywhere. Because everything's coming available now because of this oil thing, they're all moving on. They're all out of work, so they're heading back out to Texas, Oklahoma, and all that stuff. So them boys are all going.
Mm-hmm.
But the only downfall of that is these people have got used to this big oil money, which they're not going to make it off the regular people around the area.
Getting close.
They was making off the riggers.
You need to start watching the equipment auctions. There's going to be some equipment coming up for auction real soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anything that a rigger had, Ed, it's going to be pretty well destroyed. The pipeliners, they drag them through the mud and everything else, and all kinds of junk. I mean, the equipment would be pretty well beat.
I'm talking like the excavators and stuff like that. Those guys take care of
Yeah, usually though, that's all rental companies.
right.
At least Bruce Lepo and all them.
Right, but those lease companies have got such a glut of inventory now. They're not going to be able to rent them. They're not going to be able to move them, so they're going to be dropping them off. Selling them off to
Right.
to get rid of them.
Most of that shit's all big stuff.
Well, no, they got a lot of mini excavators, skid
Really?
steers, all that work them pipelines.
Yep.
That's all track machines to get through the mud and everything.
Go on. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, there is a new build here where we live, and every single lorry that's gone in the field can't get out of the field.
Right.
How do you think the houses are going to cope?
Right.
All the houses and the lorry drivers that have had enough. they've been told not to go into the yard now by their commercial firm, right? I was reading about it this morning. They refused, and then the builders say, "Well, we need all the material, we need all the stuff." Well, sorry, if your land's not good enough to drive on, it's tough luck.
Right.
I mean, that's how I look at it. And then the other day, I know you're engineers, you know more about this than I do, lorries, but apparently the axle literally smoked.
Oh yeah.
And that takes some doing to make an axle smoke.
Yeah, a little bit.
And apparently, the company's now suing the landowner for not providing better land. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh boy, Nate needs coffee.
I just
Oh,
I just put a
Yes.
second pot on. I just put a second pot on before I come on here.
mm.
Second one, man, you must be really drinking it up this morning.
That's the first thing we always had to do every job I was on is put down big stone, then small stone, and QP over it so they could get the trucks off the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now around here they usually use them great big wooden mats.
Mm.
They put mats down everywhere so they can build their roads and everything wooden mats.
Oh, they had a big thing of that when they did the power lines over there. Christ, they must have had about 10,000 mats on all these different towers we're going to.
Right. There's a yard up there in Kent, and I bet you that yard over there at Superior, over there by the old Fresh Market.
Yep.
There's a yard right there on Trump Road. I bet you there's 10 acres of mats sitting there, stockpiled up. And then down in Dover, there's a big yard full of mats.
I'd like to get like a half a dozen of those mats or so.
For what?
Put them on the back side of my garage and build my my addition on it.
Well, out there at Worcester, right there on 30, we was hauling them out of there. They're giving them away free.
Blimey.
But they're so heavy, how in the heck are you going to move them around?
Right, exactly.
What do you got out there? You got the thick mats, like the 12 by 12s, or you got the thin ones?
They got them both, the thick and the real thick ones they use for bridges over creeks and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thin ones they got both.
I know the thin ones are almost as strong as the heavy ones.
Yeah. When I first seen them, I was like, them things ain't never gonna work. But shoot, they got them everywhere. And there's
Thin
one
ones ain't really.
and stuff over at dump trucks and stuff, and it was holding just fine.
Yeah, because we were on a job there working in this little lake not far from me, and the guy had, I forget how many mats he had. They were all brand new, them thin ones. He got done with that job, took them all back to the yard, put them on Craigslist, sold every one of them, made money on them.
Blimey.
Oh yeah,
But that's the way this guy worked. Everything he did, he always somehow made money with the leftovers.
right.
Yeah, because those things are thick enough that you could actually sit them right on the ground. They'd last for 30 years before they even started rotting away.
Right, and the bad thing of it is they're nothing more than rough cut lumber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish I had a sawmill one for jobs like that. You can make some good money.
Well, that's just it. There's so many daggone small sawmills around our area here. They was big into building them, so it's going to hurt them big time.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had one of them sawmill setups here till about 8 years ago. The guy was doing a killer business. And then he got off onto this little run. All he wanted to do was cut grade stakes.
Yeah.
How many grade stakes do you cut before nobody wants to bother you anymore?
Pretty much. But I haul on the step decks. I haul a lot of pallet loads, and Scott's, fertilizer, the water bottling companies, all that, they're using green cut lumber for their pallets, and they're not paying much at all for them pallets to be manufactured out of green lumber. But you want to talk about some heavy loads, man, you get some weight on them, on the green lumber loads.
Oh yeah, it's like hauling womanized shit.
Yeah, but it's actually a pallet already built out of green lumber. Now, how long is that pallet actually going to last before it starts pulling nails whenever it starts drying?
Oh, about 3 weeks.
Exactly. But they get what they're paying for.
Scott's, huh? We got an old Scott's yard over here, not for about 5 minutes from my house. There, the old Pete Moss yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the workshops were open, they had the pallet shop there beside the Pepsi Cola company.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in there with the clients a lot. We used to build a shitload of pallets.
Oh, yeah.
How much you betting today? Ken's going to come up with a drive-through, coffee in one hand, and food in the other hand.
I ain't putting money on that. That's already a gimme.
Yeah. But usually Sunday mornings he don't come up.
Mm. Oh, dear. The Ken small engines. Yep.
Yeah.
He was in the chat last time. He was like, "Yeah, I'm getting something to eat and that." I can't believe it. I wish we had the places like that here. I mean, we've got 63 shops where we live, and there's only now 3 open.
Wow.
Well, it seems like he's hitting the same place every time you see him.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's the same place. I think it's the same place he used to go in and sit down and eat with a buddy of his. But now they don't have their sit down, so he just goes to the drive-thru and then pulls over in the parking lot and eats. The way he talked.
That's exactly right, William. It's a chain effect thing. Once it starts, people start losing jobs over here. It's a chain reaction. It goes right down the line with anything that has to do with that job.
Yeah. Here, they released the statistics on Thursday. The UK population now lost 94% of the jobs now is gone. Ridiculous it is in the industry, and they've closed that much stuff down. It's like it's a chain reaction at the moment. We're just going to wait for it, and it's going to go boom. And the government just sit back and they're not paying attention what they should be doing. I know they've got to look after the pandemic, but there is people's lives at risk and jobs at risk and everything at risk.
Right.
That's like that. All that voting shit. They supposedly all them people in Pennsylvania voted for the other guy. It's like they ain't that stupid over there. You start taking away the gas lines and stuff there. That wipes out everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All them fucking landowners and stuff losing their royalties and shit. I don't think them people are that dumb.
Right. You're going to see way more go on Junkyard. You're going to see a lot of welders and stuff on Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of equipment's going to be sold.
Oh, 200 Lincoln. I wish I still had mine. I missed that machine.
Yep.
I might have to start watching Marketplace and see if I can't find a decent size generator or welder.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be there. I mean, these guys are losing their jobs left and right, and they're selling all their equipment so they can hook to their campers and all that and head back home.
Well, even the campers are going to be going up for sale.
Exactly.
They ain't going to tow them things home.
Right.
There was
I'd like to get one of them little Miller Trailblazers. They were the best welders Miller made.
Yeah.
I want the generator half.
Yeah.
I don't care about the welder half. I don't do much stick welding and stuff. I just want the big 5,000 watt, or whatever they are, generator. Be like a whole house generator.
Yeah, there's a carpenter and electrician I know for about 8 years. Both been told they can't go back to work. Their company's gone bust. And the one thing about the problem is we've got at the moment is that he's got his mortgage due, his rent due, and everything's the usual stuff due. But he's got about $8,000 worth of tools, and he's put them on auction. He got just over 12,500 for all his tools, his equipment, his van, and everything, without his wife knowing. It was in the paper the other day without the wife knowing, and both people know each other. It's like a small community, and it's in the paper explaining it. And the wives didn't understand how bad things was. She can still go out and go shopping, still goes like £100 shoes and everything. But he said he's broke, and he had to do something behind their back. Luckily, they stayed together, and luckily they're going to be okay. But he had no choice. And it was like the hardest thing he's ever done. He's been in the trade for numerous years. And it's a sad fact about a reality. He couldn't cope no more. So,
Yeah, sad to say, you're going to see a whole lot of chain reaction stuff going on around our area.
Oh yeah, big time. A lot of people are gonna be out of work. The steel, electrical stuff, plastics.
It's so got out.
But that's one thing I can say. When the oil boom hit over here, everything was booming. And now that they're taking it all away, this little small town, Carrollton, that we live in, there was one motel. Now we have 3 motels, brand new motels that was built that are 5-6 years old. And you know all that's going to go downhill once all these riggers are gone.
See a lot of empty buildings in a hurry.
Oh yeah.
The town is busy.
And the town is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's doubled in size since the riggers came.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But now you're going to see all these big farms and all this stuff. You watch them go belly up because they quit milking and all that because of the oil boom. But now they're gonna get the repercussion of what happened, and they're not gonna have that income.
Better invested that money good.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, that's why I didn't take a couple of my buddies' advice, and I mean, a couple of them quit really good paying, steady jobs to go back to the oil field. And they're like, "Oh, you got to come. You know, we're making $40 an hour, or $35 an hour." I'm like, if you can guarantee me a steady job like that for the next 20 years, so I'm ready to retire, I'll come work. I said, but I'm not going to chase no pipeline, you know, out of state and stuff, just to, you know, to make that money.
Morning, Lucky.
Morning, Lucky.
We have a few guys over here driving truck now that was on the pipeline, and they chased the pipeline from Oklahoma all the way over here, and now they're dead on their cans.
Yeah.
And you know they're only going to be here until they make enough money
Yeah.
to relocate back to Oklahoma. But the oil boom is getting hit in Texas as well as Pennsylvania and Ohio. So, you know, it's going to go down pretty hard. Morning.
It's like the wind farm industry here. We've got a massive industry wind farm. The only problem at the moment is no skilled labour now, because they're all coming from the across abroad, and now we're an island on our own because we're out of the EU. And there was an argument in the Parliament on Thursday about this. This is quite a good argument. They're saying, how skilled do you have to be to put a wind turbine together? Well, you need to learn how to weld. You need to know how to do electrical. You need to do everything. And this MP stood up to explain it to this dumb idiot. And this dumb idiot said, no, you can train any person up to do that. Anybody knows how to put a turbine together. No, you need to know what goes where and follow instructions. You can't get some 18-year-old lad stood there with a welder in his hand and said, I can do this, you know what I mean? You need to have the experience behind you to build these things, and the electronic side of things, you know what I mean? It's bad enough.
Right.
Well, and you got to get somebody that's willing to go 300 feet off the ground and work on it.
That's exactly it.
You ain't gonna see me go up there.
So this Parliament's now passed it, saying that they want experienced people to do it. They put a contract out in the world for it, and nobody's going to come forward for it without the good pay, without the good job security. Nobody's going to come across to get this. You know what I mean? And they're lost now because they want to install another 200 turbines in the North Sea, and they've got no crew to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go out Route 30 out here through Van Wert and all that stuff. They have turbines after turbines, all the big farms. It's just like a big turbine farm all the way down through there.
Yeah.
And they're all spinning.
We got one turbine way over on the other side of town that just powers. The guy that owns a bunch of these little warehouses put it up.
Right.
Well, there's a guy just less than 5 miles from me that he put one up on his farm, and he powers his whole farm off of it and everything. And I mean, it's a one of the big turbines. It's not one of the little home ones. And I think he's powering 5 houses and like 3 farms off of it, and he sells power back to the power company, and you know, but he footed the bill on that himself. He didn't. It wasn't some company.
Right.
Well, there's a guy there about 12 miles down the road. He owns a farm. He owns a couple of outdoor buildings and a house. And he was sick of the electricity bill, so he built a wind turbine, rest of it. But he sunk a battery bank in the ground, literally like a unit. And the amount of power he's generated is unreal. And they keep supplying the national grid with it. And the problem is, the national grid said, "You're never going to have a bill, are you? Never, ever going to have a bill through the door." And I was like, well, I'm really jealous there, because we get our bill. It's just gone up another £50 this year.
Right.
And it's like, we're not even using the same amount, you know what I mean? Because everything's on LED or low powered.
Well, that's just it. You know, our new president wanting to go with the turbines and all that and everything, and do away with the coal and all that they use to operate the electric plants and all that stuff. Who do you think's going to pay for all this stuff?
Yeah.
You better get ready to pay some high price electric
Yep, definitely.
as this all occurs.
That's why I feel sorry for all the people that's coming behind us, all them fucking kids and grandkids and stuff. They ain't gonna have no life. They better have real high paying jobs if they're gonna keep living.
Well, yeah, go on. Sorry.
With all these electric cars that they're wanting. Another reason I'd like to have a trailer mounted generator is to do road service when these people get out in areas, you know, and their batteries run low.
Yeah.
You know, you just run up just like a AAA guy. You just run up, plug them in, sit there for however long, get them charged up enough to get them to the charge station, and down the road you go.
Yeah.
Are you Columbiana County, Ed? Why haven't you contacted them in Carroll County? They're all putting solar panels on your house for free.
They're not free. I checked into it.
Yeah, they was advertising that it was free.
Yeah,
it's not free.
Ask my neighbor about that.
You have to buy the switch gear. You have to buy the battery bank. There's something else you have to buy, and you also have to get it approved through your insurance company. Some insurance companies won't insure them because the way they put them on your roof and stuff, it can do damage to your house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I checked into that. I checked into that and the wind turbine, because I was thinking about a wind turbine, you know, because I get a pretty decent breeze here most of the time.
Right.
And with the wind turbine, you got to get approval from your neighbors, you know, because they do make noise. They do make noise. And I'm like, I'll pay my $100 a month for my electric bill, you know.
Right.
My neighbor got solar panels on his house there. He's still bragging how much money he's making off them, but he slipped up one day. He told us how much it cost him, because when they come in before they even started them, they went up in his attic, doubled up all the rafters to take the weight,
Oh yeah.
put them up, and I forget how much for like 15 years. I think he's got to pay so much. I don't remember how much it was every month, and at the end, there's like a $8,000 or $10,000 buyout at the end, anyways.
Wow.
Crazy.
So he told me how much how free that is.
Morning.
Yeah.
There was a startup company over there in Damascus that was pushing the wind turbines and stuff like that, and offering deals and all this stuff. But when you finally check into all the details,
yeah,
you know, It's
UK
not- it's
company here is not too bad. The way they do it here is if you sign up to the one company does it, they'll give you the solar panels, everything you need to do it to generate all the electricity. They work it out what you should use and whatever. Right? They give you it for the first 10 years free, right?
Yeah.
But in them 10 years, you must provide at least 30% of electricity back to the national grid, which you can do. No, everyone can do it. But the catch is you have to pay the servicing, and that's £200 every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they get you.
Or there's
It's great.
always a catch.
It's about $350 it'll be. It's not too bad for the servicing, but that means it gets cleaned, it gets all up to ship shape, basically, every 6 months.
So, geez, Ed, if I still had that little Ranger welder, I'd send that out to you just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It was a brand new machine. It was a kick-ass little generator setup, 10,000 watt, but the welding side wasn't worth 2 cents.
Well, they put 2 of the charging stations for the electric cars on campus.
Yeah.
And we pay for the electric. It's free. You just got to pull up and plug in.
Is that just for the students or anybody?
Anybody.
Yeah, they're also doing that now in the truck stop. They're putting all these lines in. These guys to plug their trucks in and everything. And I'm just wondering what that cost is going to be.
Well, the security and stuff kind of for the first 9 months or whatever kind of kept an eye on them. They said an average of 1 car a week would be there for like 3 hours.
Blimey.
Wow.
But they made this big thing. We put this big investment in, ran the power to them, bought the units, marked off, special parking spots for them, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Well, what's funny is they're putting this stuff in the truck stops and stuff. How many times are they going to get hit and ran over by you guys?
They had that some of the shows. They had them air conditioned things you put in the window and then you plug it in. I never went on one of them.
No, me neither.
Yeah, the smart guy was good the other day. I was watching about the Tesla company. One of the employees have come up with a charge box trailer. So he's covered in solar panels. He has a generator in the back. He has batteries in the back. So basically, it's a self-contained unit, and he just plugs into the Tesla. And it cost him about $11,000 to make, with all the kit and everything. And he makes hundreds of pounds a day. He literally goes out to somebody. Literally just plugs up like Ed was on about, but he just literally leaves it with them, and they can tow it back to the Tesla plant.
Right.
Literally crazy. It's nuts how they're trying to work. But he's made hundreds and hundreds of pounds extra a day. Morning, Mr. Briggs.
Morning, Briggs.
There
It's
goes.
always good morning. It's always good morning when you ain't got to work.
Yeah.
So, Mark, have you ever run one of them rig trucks yet?
So it's only when you're slow. Now, when the alarm goes off, you want to crush it. Sludge.
The alarm clock gets smashed when it needs to be, but I've got my own alarm clock. It's called Insomnia.
What do you need an alarm clock for?
If you work real hard, sometimes you need that.
I work hard, and I don't need an alarm clock. I wake up. I just wake up.
But that's the difference between me and you. You work midnights, and I don't, and I can't sleep through the day. If I do, it's an hour and a half, and then I'm up.
And how many naps yesterday?
2.
Yeah, but he got the laundry done.
Yeah, I got laundry done. Yeah.
That's the important stuff. Get the laundry done.
Yeah.
It's not folded yet.
You didn't even fold it yet?
Wait a minute. This is a union job. That's not my job.
Oh, my God. You better remind him that when you're doing his book work for him there, missus.
What laundry ain't your job?
No. That's the maid's job.
Damn, you wouldn't
That's
last
it.
long in my house. My father tried that with my stepmother and my mother. It didn't go over well.
That's because you have to have a good woman. Until you
No,
have
a good woman would make you do your own once in a while. My stepmother did that to my father when I was a kid. Washed everyone's clothes in the house and didn't wash his for a month. He got the hint.
that. That's not a good woman.
Yeah, it is.
One load every once in a while, they really appreciate it.
Exactly. That's the point I was making. My stepmother told my father one day, the reason why it all started, she had the flu bug. And we all did our clothes, and he said, "Hey, go put a load of laundry in." And she looked and said, "Well, I'm sick, so you're a woman." Oh, that didn't go over. That the shit hit the fan. She went an entire month and didn't wash his clothes, and he was down to nothing. He was so desperate to get his clothes washed. He tried getting us to wash his clothes. I ain't washing your shit. You wash your own.
Right.
She only got on the mower one time last summer, so I guess she can do the laundry. And that's here at the playground. That's not down at the farm.
But do you let women, right? I mean, sorry to sound crazy, but do they put pink in your whites?
I put everything in.
There you go. I had the man after my own heart. I just throw it all in. If it comes out, it comes out. If it don't, it don't. Fuck it.
Yeah. No.
Yep. I finally think I've got all my work shirts washed. I think I've got almost 40 work shirts, so I won't have to wash shirts for a month.
Oh, jeez.
I've been trying to teach the dogs to do the laundry, but that ain't working out.
But I guess I'm very, very fortunate. The wife likes tractor pulling, fishing, hunting. My laundry, everything's always done. My house is clean. So, I have no complaints.
Yeah, don't screw that up.
I guess I'm spoiled. But once in a while, if there's some dishes or something, I'll wash some dishes or I'll help with some laundry or something if it gets behind and she's working too much.
Yeah, I'll do
I wash
dishes every
dishes
once in a
too. It's
while,
called the
laundry every once in a
dishwasher.
while.
Yeah. And
No, I'll even cook once in a while.
Only once in a while, though, huh?
Yeah, you do that too.
Yep. Once in a while I'll cook. But yeah, we got a dishwasher. We don't even use a dishwasher. We just wash them in the sink, the old-fashioned way, and away they go. Heck, it's only two of us. We don't have that many dirty dishes or anything.
And mainly coffee cups.
Mainly coffee cups, yeah.
What's the last thing you cooked, Mark? Don't be asking her. Don't be asking her now.
We had a roast.
Oh, I made roasted potatoes.
I don't believe that. I had to get help on that.
I couldn't remember. That was
a couple weeks ago.
a couple weeks ago.
Uh,
Morning, Stormy.
somehow I'm not buying that one.
I hear you, Jeff.
It happened.
It actually turned out really good.
Well, we've got lamb and chicken today. So, yeah, we've got lamb and chicken. I'm looking
I
forward
want
to
to know when Ed's going to do a peanut butter and jelly video.
It might be coming up.
Hey, what's wrong with peanut butter and jelly video?
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing wrong. Yeah, I just want to know if he's going to do one.
I don't know. I got a few cooking videos banked up, so it might be a couple weeks.
Morning, William.
Morning. How y'all doing this morning?
I just happen to like peanut butter and jelly.
I do too.
Someone still got their YouTube playing. We're getting an echo.
Hey, it must be William.
All right. I'm ready.
Good morning, William.
Uh-oh, William's trying to get it done.
Man.
Yeah, he's trying to.
So, Briggs, are you still stuck in a roundabout over there?
This is Sunday morning, I do get a day off once in a while.
Holy smokes, he made a right-hand turn, Jeff, and got out of there. He quit going left.
Yeah. Yeah, if you keep making left turns there, it doesn't get you too far, does it?
No.
Put a lot of extra miles on, though.
A chocolate pulling tractor head?
What the hell is that?
I think he was the one that sent me the video of the chocolate motorcycle. Some chef made. It actually looked really cool. But I ain't that talented.
Well, I reckon you could do.
I know a guy that he had an ice sculpture made way back, oh God, years ago when he got married. An ice sculpture of a big fucking D8.
Yep. Oh, Nate's wife's doing running the washer and dryer.
He must have the washer machine. I got Maytag TV. I got my front loader. I can't hear it.
Huh?
Maytag TV, I call it. I put that stuff in. You can't hear it run.
Can't hear you, Briggs.
Yeah, bite me.
We used to have one of those front loaders, and that didn't work out too good.
Mine's 10 years old. It hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah. Wait till it screws up and all the water goes on the floor.
What kind you buy?
Maytag.
Yeah, what brand? What model? I bought their top of the line. I paid $1,917.27.
I don't know what line it was. It was all a computer digital one.
Oh, there's no mine ain't computer.
Yeah, there's computer and stuff. It was all touch digital. Piece of junk. It lasted what? A year, 2 years? What? That Maytag front loader that you had.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Didn't help that your daughter-in-law overloaded.
Yeah, she overloaded it all the damn time.
No.
Oh yeah.
I bought one they put in a laundromat that's commercial grade, zero nothing. You got mechanical buttons and that's it. It just says wash and that's it. You set your temperature and that's it. It's simple.
And that's it.
Yep. Pretty
There's
much.
no display in it. It's all metal. Even the tray to put the soap in is metal.
And how many bags of quarters do you keep next to it, Briggs?
Morning.
I don't use. No, it is. It's just like they'd use in a washing machine, but I bought without the coin exchange. But yes, that's what I got.
Well, if you don't have quarters, you're not going to be able to use it, you know.
You can't buy them without the coin thing, you know.
Yeah. When I started where I work, all of our machines in the res halls were all coin operated, and the kids started complaining about it. So now they're all just, they're an industrial washing machine, but there's no coin things on them.
Yeah, I'll take one without sugar there, and a bow tie, please.
When I was in my younger days, I perfected the art of putting the right washer in at the laundromat in the old days.
Morning.
Hey, Stormy.
Morning.
Hi, Stormy.
Morning, Stormy.
I'm hoping to turn this up somehow.
Oh lordy.
We can hear you.
Yeah, Lucky. I need some coffee while you're there.
You got a coffee pot right next to you.
No, that's my
I
wife.
can barely hear you guys. Got the phone turned all the way up.
The other room. How's that?
Morning, Breezy. Oh lordy.
Who needs coffee? It's Sunday.
Me?
Yeah. I need more
Hey.
coffee.
I got my coffee right here.
Oh lordy.
It's Sunday.
It looks like he's getting ready to back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I just took the dogs out. Actually, the dogs are going away on vacation for a while.
Uh-oh.
They've had enough of being with you, huh?
was a joke there, but I'm not going to say it. I wasn't going to say nothing though.
No. I'm taking them over to my uncle's house for a couple weeks because when they start pounding on this roof, whenever it is, I'm not going to listen to this. Oh, all day.
I'm sorry, Mr. Briggs. You can't talk about your girlfriends like that, I'm afraid.
Well, I guess that's not going to work.
I just say you're over everything else. What are you doing?
Making me dizzy.
Yeah.
Dick.
Oh, you want to be dizzy? Okay, here you go. I'll make you dizzy.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, there's some sound.
I can only say one thing, Briggs. When I grow up someday, I hope I'm not like you.
What, you want to be dizzy? Here you go. I'll make you dizzy. Okay.
Oh, boy.
There, now you can be dizzy. What do you mean you don't want to be like me? I don't want to be like anybody else. I'm me.
Well, you
I'm
ain't
the one
like
and only.
nobody else, believe me.
What's that?
You ain't like nobody else.
You're
I don't want
backing
to be
up.
like everybody else. Being like everybody else is being normal. What normal's overrated.
You've always been backing mad, Mr. Briggs.
Pretty much.
Hey, believe me, some of the people that they call themselves normal in this world, I don't want to definitely be like. Walk any downtown American city and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Well, Mr. Briggs, there's two types of normal. The politicians are crazy, and the public are just even crazier.
Right.
Well, you might want to look at the ballot coming up. There's an election coming up in June for our town board. You might want to look who's on it.
We don't want to see that stuff. So where are you from, Wendy?
I live in Gouverneur, New York.
Okay.
Not that she wants to admit it.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong in New York? There ain't nothing wrong in New York.
No,
Yeah,
it's just the governor.
That's where Briggs is from.
That's why they said it twice.
It's a small village here close to Canada.
Yep.
So it's not near the city. We're we're near a lot of farmlands and a lot of farms and open fields and open wide open country with rock formations. It's beautiful here.
Lots of snow.
Hey, Junkyard said he's sorry.
We got so much snow yesterday. We broke our snow blower.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
We had to take it and put it into the shop, and I was out there having to help because we do 3 people's snow removal.
Oh, boy.
So
That'll keep you busy alone right there.
Definitely.
we slept like rocks last night, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till it starts snowing here today.
Yeah, you're already going to end up missing you, Jeff.
Yeah,
You need snow, Jeff. You and your stump jumper emporium down there.
We've got snow due. We've just got to wait the calm before the storm. We're going down to minuses weather overnight.
Oh,
I think every stump jumper needs a good 2 foot of snow.
I want 50 tons of snow.
50
Well,
tons. You can have it all.
If I could do it, I'd give you 50 tons.
Oh my gosh.
Think about it there, Sparky. 50 tons is not a whole lot of snow.
It's not a lot of snow.
We'll put it just on Sparky's house, nowhere else.
That's fine by me. And
I
the
bet you I have 50 tons in my yard right now.
Probably so. Up in that neck of the woods.
Oh my gosh, the snow, the piles they're like above my hips
Oh, yeah.
everywhere.
Blimey.
If
But
it
at least
snows
that's
again,
one good thing. At least Mr. Briggs has got a beacon of light with his teeth. You can still see him in the snow.
There you go.
Shining like a beacon on a cold, dark night.
Hey, you're right. I got him that way, so I don't need a flashlight. If my headlights go bad, I just stick my head out.
How many AAA batteries does it take there, Briggs?
Nothing. Runs out
He takes it.
pure energy.
He takes his hat off. It's solar powered.
That's right.
Greg, just don't go in any store or anything of that. Because when they go to make a description of you, they're going to say, all we seen was the teeth.
Is it a bird? There's a plane? No, it's just Mr. Briggs' teeth flying around.
The description will be like the Cheshire cat from Alice in Wonderland when he disappears and the only thing that's left is his teeth. That's all we've seen.
You know, after thinking about that, I wonder if Ken Small Engine, his guy on the logo, isn't a copy of Scott.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just curious about that. I just thought of that. Wow.
No, he had that logo before I got my teeth.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did. Uh-oh, we lost Stormy.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
She'll be back.
Hey, Mark, have you ever used a club to batter your wife with? One of these?
No.
Chocolate clubs?
No. No, I've never had that.
There's a joke. Look at that green screen. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Ed got that one.
Hey, Stormy's back.
He's back.
I accidentally pressed a button.
You pressed the duck.
She just pushed buttons now.
She's pressing the duck.
How you doing, low lids? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I got woke up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
She gone again.
I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Briggs is going to bed now.
I ain't going to bed.
He's just getting wound up for the day.
No, I'm just sitting here waiting for my uncle to come and pick up Mr. Briggs. He lives up near Cornell, so he can take him to his chemo treatments. He's retired. He loves Mr. Briggs.
So why don't you take him to his chemo treatment?
Yeah.
What did I say? I'm getting my roof done, and I don't want Mr. Briggs sitting here barking all day.
I thought you were doing that
That's
last.
got nothing to do with you taking Briggs up to get his chemo treatment.
He's 3 miles away. I'm 40 miles away.
So what? You wouldn't do that for your dog?
I've been doing it for my dog. He offered to do it, and he wants to do it.
I thought they did your roof last week.
They couldn't. We had a little snow on it.
Oh.
Lilith says it's 4 degrees here and power is out.
Oh,
Wow.
no. That sucks.
We got 11 degrees. And our power's out in my area, too, but my full house generator is keeping me going.
Now, I was going to say, just as your teeth that keeps it going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Mr. Briggs, you've got to go for it. You know what I mean? You got to have a laugh with you.
Hey, I look at it this way, Sparky. I wasn't going to spend 10 grand on new set choppers and get something that looked like it was 50 years old.
She's back again. I had to go get me some more coffee, and I could hear the live stream really getting carried away. I got me a lifesaver, so I'll be safe now. Getting pretty wild here.
No, it'd be get wild if Katrina was here.
Oh boy.
You ever have a power cut, always get a gas little stove in the cupboard ready for it. You know what I mean? Get the little stove. That's all I can ever say. Gas cartridge stove always comes in handy.
Every day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I got my wood burner out in my garage, my little generator. I can get some light, get some heat.
Yeah.
I'm great.
You're all set.
Yeah. I've always got a little stove in the house just in case we have a power cut.
Probably got a little coffee pot out there and everything.
Joe, you don't
I
need
love my whole house generator. That was the best investment I ever made.
Mm.
Yeah. Breezy says it's 8 degrees there. 72 down at Nate's. Oh, man.
Nate's always got to rub it in, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Stormy's enjoying a cup of tea or coffee, whatever she's drinking.
It's a cold cup. You need to heat it up.
Oh, Raven is on his way out.
My gimbal, it kept on collapsing on me. I hope it doesn't happen again.
Oh, boy. Is that one of those Axis gimbals?
Yep.
I got one, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's very temperamental.
Yeah, it's touchy. It just does its own thing when it wants to.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it just drops. It's like, what the hell? It had a full charge on it when I turned it on for this thing. You would think that it would, work.
So here's the question of the day. Should I make French toast today or just the bacon and eggs?
French toast is nice.
Make the French toast and the bacon and eggs.
Yeah. If you can, Jeff, get a piece of bread, dip it in butter, cut a circle out, put your egg in the middle, bacon on top, cheese, and then basically grill it, and then put loads more bacon, more cheese. Done.
Now, Sparky is making Ed hungry.
I've done it so many times. Yeah, the old I got a cup to cut the circle out in the middle of the bread, and that's all you need, and it's beautiful. French toast, crispy bacon. Yeah.
Oh, I use a pair of scissors.
Hey. What?
Just a glass.
Oh no, you use a cup. The cup I use is about that big, so it's basically like a swimming pool cup.
I figured that would have caught him.
I got the Virgin Bloody Mary going.
There you go.
Oh no, that stuff's nasty.
No, it's not.
Hey, I love BHU.
Good stuff there.
No.
Big old jug of it in the fridge right now.
Oh boy.
Oh, I buy them by the 6-pack.
I think it tastes better out of the plastic jug.
I tried buying them out of the jug, and I was drinking a jug a day.
You gotta limit yourself to one glass.
Nothing wrong with a jug a day.
That's why I buy the cans. I can throw one in my lunchbox and take it to work. And
At this time of year, you can just carry the jug and leave it set outside.
Yeah.
Not around where I work at. I wouldn't trust that.
I've got so many tomatoes in my freezers. I need to take them all out and put them into jars so I can make room for more tomatoes.
There you go.
You have to start eating them.
I know. If I put them in jars, then there'll be more room in the freezer, and we can keep them on a shelf for as long as we want.
Right.
My couple of tomato plants didn't do too well this year. My little ones did, but my big ones, the worms got them. Like as soon as they started coming on, the freaking worms ate them all.
Blimey. Was it bookworms by any chance?
I don't know. They're some green suckers. Haven't had a problem with them in 10 years. For some reason this year, they're and it was just the one plant, the one that sits 10 feet away, didn't have a one on it.
The peppers I brought into the basement ended up getting all eaten up by, I can't remember the name of it, but oh my God, I had to cut all the leaves off.
I'm gonna Nate getting all high tech on us here with these fancy words.
It should be interesting to see how it works, because when you overwinter perennial pepper, you'll get a really nice amount of peppers the following year in the garden, because they'll start much sooner.
Right.
That'll be cool. Because we have to wait till June.
I have to find a garden plow for this tractor, put it to use.
There you go.
I'm thinking about getting one of those hand. They got like scythes on them. You could, kind of loosen up the soil with it. I forget what they call it, but I want to get one of those so that we don't have to.
Weasel.
Garden weasel.
What?
The garden weasel.
Garden weasel. Something like that.
A rototiller would be better.
We have a rototiller. I was hoping not to till again. We got it all covered with landscape fabric and wood chips and stuff where the garden is, and so I just want to try to loosen the soil up a little bit, and then that way I can, put the starters in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about ordering a truckload of compost.
Well, if you're going to do that, you should do that back in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I make my own compost. Grind up leaves and dump them in
too.
the garden.
It just
Dump
doesn't.
them in the garden.
It doesn't make very much. You know what I mean? You can't fill the whole garden with it. I've got 2 years worth, and it wasn't enough to it was just enough actually to get the garlic planted.
You ain't got many trees then, because I got 9 leaf-bearing trees in my yard. My leaves are 4 foot deep. I have no problem making compost.
Wow, you're lucky. We had pine trees. We had to cut them all down because otherwise I wouldn't be able to grow anything.
No, I got so many leaves, I end up burying my flower beds in leaves, and all my neighbors. After the first time I did, they said your leaves are 4 foot deep in your flower beds, and they said, and I said, and they said your plants ain't gonna grow. I laughed. The woman was complaining so bad. I said to her, but politely, I said, lady, you are not gonna stop Mother Nature. Those tulips, daffodils, whatever else is there, it's gonna come through that crap. I don't care how deep it is.
Yep.
Just like I got a red bone coonhound with a pit bull. You know where all their crap goes? In the flower beds.
Yeah, the politicians seem to have a lot of that also in their gobs. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely going to be collecting bags of leaves this year.
The only thing is, Sparky, you can't use all the crap from the politicians.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
That's all right. I got a dead cat in the trunk of my car even that kind of ran out in front of me yesterday.
Ouch.
Oh, Lordy.
So what are you going to sell them to the Chinese restaurant?
I'm gonna bury it. I'm gonna bury it.
Get some noodles and you'll be well away. You got a nice dinner there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Lordy.
I don't think so. I'm not into cat chow mein.
You can carry the dead cat now, will you?
I
But
hit
was
it.
it
It ran
a
out in
black
front of
cat?
me. I hit it. I'm not gonna leave it there. It is a black cat.
Yeah. So it means you got bad luck anyway. So you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I don't have bad luck.
Well, the cat just run in front of you.
So don't mean I got bad luck. We got bad luck. Look at you, Sparky. You can't go anywhere. You're in lockdown. You don't got any food hardly in the house. You're always saying so. It's so
I'm gonna
bad
make you
out
laugh,
there.
Anthony.
I can
Did you
walk out
find the
my door
broomstick?
anytime I want. I
Did you
go
find the
where I
broomstick
want,
to go with
when
the
I
cat?
want. I buy what I want.
He does there, Nate. He probably does.
Mr. Briggs, did you find the broomstick to go with the cat? The broomstick and the ladies go with it.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Nate.
Yeah. You've seen that.
No, I don't think so there, Mr. Nate.
Oh, Lordy.
I gotta go get more coffee. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay?
All right.
Now watch. Just to prove to you guys, I do not leave. If I hit an animal on the side of the road, I'm not going to leave it there. Just not my style. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to Mr. Briggs. If Briggs got hit by a car, and I didn't know, and he was out, I wouldn't want anybody to do that to him. So just to prove you guys think I'm kidding, we're gonna prove it to you.
But wouldn't you want to find the owner?
A dead cat in your car.
You don't know. Well, how you gonna find the owner? It was out in the middle of the country.
Yeah, but
It's out in the middle of the country. Obviously, it didn't have an owner.
the only problem is, Mr. Briggs, right? Did you go meow afterwards? Did you say meow to it afterwards?
Right there, buddy. You.
Oh Lord.
You want to see? You don't believe it, just so people believe it. Now watch this.
I think you're drinking from the long pond there, Ed.
Don't you think that people would think that you're really funny walking around with a dead cat in your trunk, Mr. Briggs? Wouldn't that look really bad?
I picked it up, but now there's a bag. Watch. You know.
Oh Lord.
What's that look like?
A cat.
Oh Lord.
What's that look like?
But I was going to say, it looks like something rude, especially when you peeled it off. Is it your wax strip, is it?
All I can say, Mark, is I'm glad you're not monetized.
No.
If he was, he'd be paying for the stream.
Yeah.
But,
I paid for it anyway.
but it looks like his wax strips come off, you know what I mean? What do you expect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to know, does Briggs stop and pick up all the squirrels and shit he hits on the road?
Yes. Yes.
I'd be afraid of going to jail.
Why?
It's just not. It's not. And
There's nothing illegal about it. I've done it. I hit a woman's cat right in front of her. Cat ran out right out in front of me, and I picked it up, and she said, "Why me put in a garbage can?" I said, "Nope, I'll take it home, bury it." I got about 50 cats buried in this yard.
Wow.
It must be like a hazmat landfill you got going over there with all this stuff.
You got too many bodies buried in that yard out there, Briggs.
Take care, little lids. Hope you get your power back, buddy.
Mr.
Brought
Briggs
you over to make my
one of those
coffee.
big Komatsu excavators so he could dig down about 30 feet with all this stuff.
Yeah.
With that cat, I was thinking Asian pizza.
I just don't. I wouldn't want to see my animal splattered all over the road. Once it's hit it dead, that's fine. But you don't need to see it splattered all over the highway. So I put it in the ground.
So, Mr. Briggs, you're telling me that it's the only pushy cat that you can get now is the hit and run ones.
You got armadillos, Nate?
If I ran over a dog, I would bury it. I picked up cats that I haven't hit that I found in the road. I saw a cat one time that someone hit. It was laying on the road. It wasn't quite dead. It was like half dead. You know, they
It's a
crushed
chat.
its skull, and I finished the job and then buried it. I carry a shovel in my car for that. I actually buried a cat right on the side of the highway more than once.
Oh no! Just forget it.
I know for a while around here, the state and the counties and stuff were putting the wood chips over the roadkill animals,
Right.
to let them naturally, until the population of the feral dogs and stuff started digging them out and dragging them around.
Yeah.
I had the little fox out here last night. He wasn't far away, too. I could hear him getting closer and closer. Had Sammy a nervous wreck.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, she's scared of the dark. And she could hear it, and she couldn't see it. So she was in a panic.
I've got a stray cat around here I can see its prints in the snow, and his paw prints are a good 1.5 inches across.
Man.
It's a big cat.
Mm.
We got one around here. It likes getting up on my truck and the windshield and the hood and everything else. I don't know whose cat it is.
Maybe it's a bobcat, Ed.
It might be. There was a white one about 1.5 months ago. I seen out in front of the garage. It didn't have a tail.
It could be.
You know,
Listen for it to scream
it was pretty decent sized.
Listen
that?
for it to scream at night. They scream at night.
Well,
Almost sounds like a female screaming.
see,
Yeah, but here's the bad thing though, Ken. I was over there at Ed's, and I kept hearing these turkeys.
That's his frogs.
Yeah.
I remember when we first moved in here, and he and Ken come over, and I was telling him about it. And he didn't believe me until them suckers started. He turned around and was looking for the wild turkeys. I'm like, dude, those are my frogs.
Yeah. We were sitting there, and I was like, "You hear them turkeys? Where in the hell?" And I kept looking for these turkeys, looking all down back through the woods and stuff. He's sitting there laughing. He was like, "They're frogs." I said, "Them ain't no frogs. That's a turkey." It's crazy.
Yeah, you must have a shitload of frogs for them to make that sound.
I do. I've got tons and tons of tree frogs because of my swimming pool.
Blimey.
We used to have a lot of rabbits when we first moved here, but the foxes ate them all.
Oh,
Oh, I bet you last year I had the most rabbits I ever saw. I bet you I had 100 rabbits in my neighborhood at least. Mr. Briggs brought me home 5 of them.
Morning, Brad.
In one night I caught 14 of the tree frogs in my pool.
Yeah. Oh, back when he was little and we did have rabbits, Bosco used to just sit here in the front yard, stare at them until they got almost to the house, and then he would just walk over and kind of move them all back across the street.
He was just making his yard. Get out.
Well, he used to do the same with squirrels. He'd sit there and it'd take him like 20 minutes to real slow stalk up, and he'd get to these about 8 or 10 feet away from him, then chase him right up the tree.
Wow.
I don't know how many times he could have caught any one of them, but he'd stop and let him go.
Yep.
And Sammy's the complete opposite. She sees a squirrel on the other side of the yard. She's full speed from. It's like, you got to get closer. Well, her problem is when they hit the tree, she don't understand if they're going up.
Right.
I'd like to find a way to get rid of all them, keep them frogs out of my pool. I don't care if they're out in the yard and back in the creek and stuff like that. I just want them out of my pool. There's times that you can't hear people talking side by side because there's so many of them going off.
Got to put one of them screen things around it.
I'm gonna have to do that with my neighbor next door.
That must be crazy going out there and in your pool. There must be 50, 60 frogs in it.
I haven't had that many, but I mean, I'll get a half a dozen or more of them out there, and they sit right on the edge and they chirp and peep and everything else. And as soon as you start walking up to them, they jump in and they go to they go to the deep end, and you can't scoop them out.
Crazy.
Hey, it's a big. Hey, y'all, it's Ed's Frog Emporium.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's growing frog legs.
What we did
these
with
are
our
just
frog ponds.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
there you go, Ed. Open up a frog leg bar and grill.
Mm.
You swim, you catch, we cook.
Frog legs.
Well,
Ed, we used to put over the wire mesh, very fine wire mesh over it to stop the frogs going into our ponds.
Yep, you'd be out of business in probably a month if people came and caught enough frogs.
They're very big. There's the little peeper tree frogs.
Well, that's all right. Half a dozen of them would still eat.
Now, I got the bullfrogs down in the creek. You can hear them suckers. They can stay down. They stay down there.
I'm surprised the cats don't eat them.
Yeah, she did there, Peter. She did.
Mm.
Yep.
The wild animals have been eating my neighbor's garden, so we're going to have to put some kind of a wire fencing around it. And she also said she wasn't going to do a garden this year because she was sick of them eating everything. And she's so stubborn. She's like 86 years old. And she can do. What the heck? She's so stubborn. She's like 86 years old. Oh, that's strange.
No.
I'm hearing some strange stuff.
Yeah. Sounds like someone's YouTube. Oh, it was Williams. He just muted it.
Oh, thank you. But anyway, I grow my tomatoes early. I just started them two days ago. And so I'm going to try to talk her into growing some of my tomatoes because she's so stubborn that she wants to start from seed in June. And that's just not going to be enough vegetables to make it worth it for her to start from seed. I want to convince her to use some of my starters so that, you know, she can have a lot more fun watching everything, you know, grow. And there'll be so much more because it will have been started months before she even gets it into the ground.
Yep.
That's why I do it, because I want to be able to get a really good harvest. You know, so she's so stubborn.
Yeah, the more you grow at home and preserve it for the winter.
It's only 30 here, no snow yet. You want to bring that snow blow over?
Mm.
They get hay bales here and they cut holes in the hay bales. They put the soil in the hay bales, especially in the wintertime. They put tomato plants in the hay bales and then cover the whole lot in a polythene tunnel.
Wow.
And they all year round tomatoes.
I've seen guys grow gardens in the straw bales. Yeah.
Well, a lot of the Mennonites around here
I
have
tried that.
houses with hydroponic.
I grow potatoes in straw.
I'm hoping to do hydroponic this year, but I'm just hoping I can figure out enough containers to put everything in. And I'm also thinking I'm going to go ahead and just bury the medium that you grow it in. Bury it into some soil when that gets too big. That's what I'm planning on doing. And I think it would be a good thing because when you go to water it, it will absorb that water and hold it for a while at the root base.
Right.
So then that plant won't have a tendency to dry up or die from not watering. So it's exciting.
I only grow a couple like tomato plants or something every year. I've grown them in 5-gallon buckets on my patio.
That's a good thing to do. Yes, it works. Gives that root system enough room to move around.
I was actually
usually it's just tomatoes for sandwiches.
Yeah.
Well, I love the chilies and I love spaghetti sauces.
Yes.
And of course BLTs.
Big fat lettuce tomato.
There's nothing like a good tomato sandwich for lunch or dinner.
Oh, God.
No.
Well, they say that the skin and the seeds are bad for you.
Well, if they're bad for me, they're going to kill me because I'm going to keep on eating them.
And they're nightshade, from what Howie says. Howie says that it's a nightshade, which is, you know, there's something about nightshades that aren't good for you if you have cancer or something.
Yeah, they say make your arthritis worse if you have arthritis. But I'm not going to sit there and take tomato seeds
I've got
out.
terrible sciatica, and that's the one thing that kind of bums me out, because if that's what's causing my sciatica, maybe I should stop.
No, they because
that sciatica
that's
sucks.
one of the worst things. If you got arthritis, and they say tomatoes can make it worse.
Huh.
That's what. Yep, I know. And
Fried
we eat so many of them.
Yes, Crystal Lynn. Fried tomatoes, yeah. Green tomatoes, yeah.
I find if you've got eggs and pains, the best cure in the world is 15 rashers of bacon, 16 sausages, and 15 eggs. And with plenty of cheese on top, pancake batter on top of that, straight in the oven for about 15 minutes. There's your solvent.
There you go.
See, I don't like the BLT. I like the BTBs: bacon, tomato, and bacon.
Yeah.
There you go.
What way to put it?
Well, I actually put tomato inside of a boxed, that boxed macaroni and cheese from Kraft.
Uh-huh.
You put some tomato in there and some bacon bits, and that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though it's full of preservatives and shit, probably, but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but what hasn't got preservatives in it, and what hasn't got some of the bad stuff in it? I'm afraid. I'm saying
know.
I'm a home cook person. I've been cooking since the age of 10, 11. I'm now 40-year-old. Nearly 30 years of my life I've been cooking, and I tell you something: the food that has made me stronger is home cooked food. I'm sorry to say, the home cooked food where you know exactly where it comes from. You know exactly where you're going. But yes, we have the odd occasion. We have a ready meal. But 90% of our food is just fresh.
Yeah.
Damn, Sparky, I was a teenager when you were born.
Yeah,
Well, you're
you are
just
a
an old
teenager.
man there, Briggs.
Crystal Lynn, yeah. Pasta
What's
salad.
that?
I go through some pasta salad.
What's that? What's that, Jeff?
You're just an old man. That's all there is to it.
Well, thank you. And no, Nate, I don't drive around normally with a cat in my car. It's just I hit it last night, about 10 o'clock last night. So I picked it up.
It's
No
the
big
only
deal.
cat you can get in this car. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
Mick Mo's in
Nick.
the house. Welcome.
Hi, William. Hi,
We
Jeff.
doing, Mr. Briggs.
Hey,
Hi,
let's see
Kim.
now, Mick's
Hi,
here.
Ed. Hi, Sparky. And I think what is your name, Twisted V? Is it Kevin or no? I'm trying to remember
Nope,
now.
Mark, it's Twisted B.
Mark.
It's called Mark, Luke, and John, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's old Mickey Moore.
Takes me a
Oh,
little
damn.
while to remember names.
How you doing, Mick?
What you doing,
Gotta
Mr.
get
Briggs?
Mick up here.
How's Riley boy?
What you doing, Mr. Briggs? You showing off? Huh?
Gotta see if we can get Mick up here now.
What's Mr. Briggs doing, huh?
Oh, Marty. Pasta salad, all that stuff, man. And sometimes at cookouts we go through some serious stuff.
I've said. The best pasta
It is-
salad there is you've basically more sauce and best sauce and tomato sauce, but it has to be tin tomatoes.
There you go, Crystal Lynn. We'll let you come up here and make potato salad and pasta salad. Oh yeah.
See, the only thing is I'm really picky about my potato salad because most of the potatoes are underdone, and I don't like crunchy potatoes in my potato salad.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
What you doing, old man? Huh?
My one friend up north here, she makes it for her and her husband and kids, and hers is the best potato salad I've ever eaten. And the potatoes are almost mashed potatoes. You know?
That's the way to do roasties.
That's the way I do it.
It's the way that we do it here. Part boil them, stick them on a hot tray with plenty of rapeseed oil.
What? You don't boil potatoes for potato salad? That's sacrilege. You steam them.
Well, we got a pressure cooker here. We use a pressure cooker system, and it works out very well. My missus loves salad stuff when I do it.
No, steamed
I
potatoes.
just boil potatoes.
Whoa, whoa. No.
8 minutes in a pressure cooker.
That's
they're
how I
done.
was taught. I was taught to boil it, and it works fine for me.
Sorry, Grandma.
Stick
You didn't
that
hear
fork
that.
in there.
Yep. I like grandma's potato salad. Oh man.
Yeah, and the nice thing about grandma's potato salad is the potato chunks aren't the big, huge, like, chunks.
Right.
Boil it till that fork goes right in, and then you know it's done.
My family recipe comes from my cousins there, my uncle there on the wall.
How do I move it up so I can get in?
But the macaroni salad, my mom's is the best, hands down. I haven't found anybody store-bought, nothing anywhere that's better than what she makes.
Good morning.
I don't know what she does to it.
My spaghetti sauce is like that. Nobody can
That's
make it
where my
taste as good
potato
as I
salad
can.
recipe comes from. This asshole right here.
Well,
That's for my potato.
I guess for me.
Briggs,
Mr.
don't
Briggs'
be pointing at
boyfriend?
Mick.
No, that's Samuel Langhorne Clemens, aka Mark Twain. That's my uncle.
Oh boy.
Oh, cool.
You got more famous uncles than.
Morning, Mick. Afternoon, Mick. Now it's afternoon, isn't it? Realised.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
Oh.
Mick's sitting there taking it all in, and he's gonna unleash here in a minute. I see it
I
coming.
think Mick's getting wired up.
Yeah. He's thinking. He's thinking. He's got it happening.
He's got no sound at the moment. We can't hear him.
Any better?
Yeah, a little bit.
The cogs are just turning. That's all it is. I'm just waiting for my opportune moment just to strike.
Oh, that shouldn't be very long now.
It won't be long.
Nah, you ain't. Look at this. Oh, Mr. Briggs' boyfriend. I don't think so.
You've seen that, huh?
You wanna? Oh, here you go. I'll let you have Mr. Here you go. Here he is. He's laying right on my lap.
Hey, there it is. I knew it was coming.
You gotta do that. Tell us so we can put some sunglasses on.
Yeah, really.
Everyone needs a set of Mr. Briggs' teeth, right?
He's got a grill.
He got a grill. Well, yeah, it's not a grill. It's like a grill for a Peterbilt. That's what it's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kinda, huh?
Yeah.
Man, quit smiling. That's getting really bright.
Wow.
Look at the gnashes on him. Look, he got a set of gnashes, that boy. Oh, how you all doing then? All doing good?
Yep.
Doing great.
Let me know if I get a bit glitchy, will you? Because I've been having problems. I don't know about you, Mark, but I've been having problems on my streams, especially last night, glitching and just freezing at the reset. And
I had that early this morning when we first started, and the chat on YouTube side to StreamYard side, it was like almost 2-minute delay between the two. It was crazy first thing, but it's starting to work a lot better now.
It was crazy. It was crazy last night. I had to reset my stream about 4 times last night. Crazy. I don't know what was going on.
They're always changing a bunch of stuff, and they just keep well enough alone.
It might be because Mr. Briggs was in the chat, and I was getting some kind of static off of his teeth. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, Lordy.
Briggsy, come on over to the UK.
Oh, God.
He's stuck at the moment. He's just trying to get sorted.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
You see Briggs?
Yeah, right there's Mr. Briggs. See, right here. He's right here. See? My silver fox.
Holy smokes.
He's got a cute puppy, Mr. Briggs.
Now, who told you that, Ed?
He's an old man. Ain't you? Yeah, I'm an old man.
Mr. Briggs, I've got some puppies in here. Come see my puppies, Mr. Briggs. Come see my puppies.
I like my Mr. Briggs. He's cool.
Come see my puppies.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about, Mick. I don't want to see them.
No, Jeff, Ed does make a really good pot of chili. I mean, a really good pot.
What? Oh, wow, Mr. Stratton, you want to come in too? Oh.
Yeah, we are. I am overdue to make.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And Willie CK, you're probably right. This internet thing may be a problem because of Super Bowl weekend. You're right.
I don't know. I've had issues on my stream for about the past 3 weeks, Mark, off and on. Just it seems to be mainly me that's glitching. I don't know if it's because it's the host, but when I played it back this morning just to watch it on the TV, it was absolutely fine. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I've reset I took my SIM card out my router this morning, give it a bit of a clean out with some carb cleaner and give it a blow off. And it's on 5 bars and the router's right there. So I may try getting some internet cable and doing it via a wire instead. Maybe that'll improve it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was real crazy this morning. The worst I've had it.
Yeah.
At least you were able to drop your link.
Yeah. But the last 2-3 weeks, I couldn't drop my link or anything. It just wouldn't let me do anything.
I know there's a problem.
The missus didn't seem to have a problem.
No.
Well, I know there was a problem last night because the Canadians were super chatting me. So I know there's something up and the Canadians start to super chat and start spending money. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta watch some Canadians. They ain't right.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're fine all the time. They're hitting that super chat button. They can carry on with that. I'm happy with that.
There you go.
So I've been in the shop since about 8 o'clock this morning. My mate Taffy, Welshie, he came over this morning, dropped over 2 fantastic saws. Absolutely beautiful saws. They really ain't. And said that he's a professional landscaper, tree gardener, all that sort of fella, all that sort of stuff. He bought this in. This is quite nice. Look at that. A Mac Cat 839. Oh, yeah, baby. What a pile of poo.
Pick that up. What? Home Depot?
He wants me to repair it. Well, I've started that one. He bought a McCall Star as well, which is another brand, same as that. The McCall Star I've got running, but that Mac needs new diaphragms and stuff. I ain't got them in stock, so we're doing that today. And looking at doing my vintage. I've got a vintage Flymo hover mower. Well, in fact, I've got 2. But I've got a real old boy called an Airborne, which must be an American make, I'm assuming. It's made by ACCO, which is British, but we don't normally have Airborne. Airborne is not a thing we use over here. It's normally in the States. So I've got a nice big 21-inch ACCO Airborne B13 fly mode to look at, but it's seized at the moment, so I need to take the engine apart and have a look into that. But apart from that, I thought, I'll see you live. I thought, well, I've finished chucking carburetors about the shed today, so I thought I could just click the button and come up and annoy you lot.
There you go.
Well, mainly Mr. Briggs. I can't see how you guys are doing and just wind the old man up.
Yeah, Mr. Briggs likes that.
Mr. Briggs likes it. In fact, I didn't want to say anything, but last night he came up on a panel last night just as the stream was ending, and he was like in the what I call the lockdown for about half an hour chatting to me. He was getting changed, getting out of the shower and stuff. So he likes a bit of a private show at the end of the stream.
I don't think so. You're crazy,
brother. I've downloaded it. Do you want me to show the video evidence?
Sure.
No, we don't need to see that.
Sure, let's see it.
Oh my gosh.
It's your own fault you invited me up here.
This isn't X-rated now, there, man.
Morning, Ken, small engine repair.
Morning, Ken.
Ken, where are you going for breakfast today? Oh, he's
going to go out here just a little bit, don't
he? Yeah, he's already eaten breakfast.
Oh, Mr. Briggs, next time you come over, mate, you forgot you left your underwear here, baby. Briggs, you left your underwear here.
I don't think so.
Oh
I'll,
my God.
It's not mine. It's not my size. I take it extra large. This is
Do I look like I'd take that? I weigh 150 pounds soaking wet.
the thing is, Mr. Briggs, is what I must say is that you actually had it on back to front. You had the thin bit at the front and the wide bit at the back. It's the wrong way around, brother.
Oh, okay.
Oh, didn't have bacon and eggs this morning.
Mm,
It might be time to make French toast and bacon, I think.
mm.
Now you may as well make the eggs too, Jeff.
This
I
gimbal
won't
keeps
be able to eat
falling.
all that.
Yeah.
There's no way I could eat that much.
I can't
Oh,
see my
you got to share it with the dogs.
can't see my screen.
do.
I need to get a new screen. I need to wait for a new cable.
They already ate, so they ain't getting more.
Oh boy. Now you got your computer out there in the shop. Is that hardwired in? You got cable running out there, or are you using one of them boxes?
I got my own Wi-Fi router down here, just got a wireless one. I've had it about a year and a bit. And do you know what? Up until 3 weeks ago, it's worked absolutely flawlessly in all weathers. It's worked brilliant. About £20 a month, which is what's that, $25 a month. It's good for downloading because all the kids are up in the house right now with their thumbs twiddling the old killing zombies and all that sort of stuff. So I got that hooked up down here. Just put a SIM card in it, and away you go. And it's worked fantastic. But you can get an aerial for it apparently, which you can plug into that and stick it out of the shed. So I might do that to try and pick it up. But it seems to be working fine now. I'm just a bit curious as to what happens when I next go live. I had real issues last night. It's crazy.
I don't think it's you, Mick. I think it was StreamYard having a meltdown with your system connection. I would say, personally, I would just look into having where StreamYard on Twitch or on your Facebook and see if there's any major things going on.
Yeah, it's always been really, really good, really good. Never had a problem at all. It's not so good for rendering videos. The upload and download speed is not fantastic, but it does give you the option. You can just leave your laptop on doesn't go to sleep mode, and it works fine. But I don't know. It seems to be fine at the moment. I seem to be receiving you guys. It's on 5 bars. Last night it was on 4 bars. I was wondering if it was because I turned my shack into a drug den where I covered it in tin foil stuff. It could be that insulation. So not that I do drugs, but it could be that. So I'm going to buy one of those little plug-in aerials, drill a hole through the window, and just have it outside. See if that makes a difference.
Did you get my email last night with the picture I sent you?
I haven't, Sparky. I haven't looked. Riley Boy's not been too clever.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
He's been awake since midnight. So he's not too good.
That's not good.
He's all right in himself, but he's got a few complications with his syndrome going on, so you have to keep an eye on him. But, he's indoors at the moment, beating Nana up, so he's happy. He's happy with that.
You know, I was curious. Me and Ed and the boys put a metal roof on my house, and I got a metal roof on my garage. You know, the green roof and all.
Yeah.
And, I was wondering if that was going to mess up my internet, but I can go live out in the shop, and I don't have a router or nothing out there. It works just fine out there.
Well, I've also opened the doors up as well. Maybe it's like with Wi-Fi; it needs to find a clear path. So, what I may do, I may actually just move it near the doors. It's only a wooden shack, so it shouldn't be a problem. But it's just been 3 weeks. 3 weeks on the bounce. It's been really, really glitchy.
Right.
To the degree where you can't control the stream very well. Do you know what I mean? You click on a comment and it takes 3 or 4 seconds for it to come up. And like Mr. Briggs, you were trying to come in my chat in my panel last night, nearer to the end. I could see your box. You weren't there as a white screen, but every time I clicked enter or enter the room, it wouldn't do it. I was clicking it and nothing was happening. Weird. And you weren't the only one. There's another bloke with big head cans came on 2 or 3 times last night. I couldn't get him to come up either. It's really weird. It might be the amount of people we have on your panel. It could be that. I've got 10 on the panel. It could be that maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, Ken says I was choppy yesterday. I know, yes, but when I look back, look on it back, Ken, on the phone, it's absolutely fine. So I'm not getting it. either way, if they might be restricting the Wi-Fi, maybe that's the thing. You know, they may be restricted, so I go unlimited or something like that. Maybe that's what I don't know.
Right.
Right there, Ryder.
It could be a manner of things.
Remember,
But anyway, I can't see you guys now, so that's nice. I'm going to shut my barn doors and the heating's on, little heating out. So let me shut them up.
Yeah,
my
so
Wi-Fi in my house sucks, so I hardwired my laptop in here in the office, and it seems like it works a lot better now.
yeah, some Wi-Fi's don't like Faraday's cage. You know what I mean? That's the only problem. Some Wi-Fi's don't like that metal like surrounding. They like to be free.
Mm-hmm.
My Wi-Fi works great. I can
Yeah,
pick
mine
it up
does.
a quarter mile down the road.
I use a mesh system on mine, so all mine is mesh.
Right.
Mine comes from my cable comes from like 30 miles away, so I think that has a lot to do with how fast my internet and stuff is.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy though on how they do that internet on certain blocks.
Yeah, if I lived a half a mile to the west, I'd be on the same internet provider or internet service as Ken, but the cutoff line is, half a mile away from me.
Stormy, you keep
one, Brig.
I pressed a button. Sorry.
Oh boy! Now we'll see if Mick's going to get glitchy since he shut his doors.
I'm just wondering, Ken's got on his on a comment there. Today is a special hair day on his stream.
Oh boy!
Well, but two can play that game, old kiddie. All right about that. Two can play that game. I can get on doing it.
Look at this dog. He won't let me eat without eating some. He comes up and steals them. What's that? What's that about?
He's just making sure
swallowed
that
Maybe he can see his reflection in your teeth. Maybe that's what's doing it.
Look at him. I pull it out bag and he comes up and takes it.
See if you take it out your mouth. Put it in the mouth.
Oh, here we go. Watch. Brig. Come here, Brig.
Oh yeah, there's passion for you. That'd be passion. You do know who was licking his nuts just about 3 minutes ago, don't you?
What? What?
Oh boy!
Just
I'm
mind
not
Mr.
saying
Briggs.
nothing.
Don't say nothing. I don't give a damn. Mr. Briggs is my buddy. He won't hurt me. You, he might bite.
Well, you've always had dog breath, isn't it, Mr. Briggs?
Oh boy!
I love my dog. Leave my dog alone.
Yeah, I miss mine. I miss my dog.
Me too.
Look at that. There's a double stack. Come and get it, Mr. Briggs. You're a good boy.
I lost all three of mine 2 years ago now. All three in 1 year.
Yeah.
I ain't doing no more. It hurts too much.
All right,
I'm
guys.
the same way, Sparky.
Yep.
We're gonna
I
have
just
to.
lost our second one about a year and a half ago, and not I can't handle it anymore.
No, me neither.
They don't live long enough.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to shut this down because Ken's gonna be going live here in a couple minutes. I don't want to run over on somebody else.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, buddy boy. I'll catch you later on.
Yeah, take care, Mark. Look after yourselves.
Yep.
Take it easy.
In the chat, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later. And you have a good day.
Yeah,
You
I'll be
too.
live at UK time, 3 o'clock. I'll be live. Have fun, you lot. Take it easy.
Okay, 3 o'clock. You're going live.
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody, Ken Small Engine's going live here in just a few minutes.
Have a good one. Take it easy. See you in a bit, everyone. See you, Mark. See you, Ken. Mr. Doug Breath Briggs. See you later, everyone.
Dog Brett Briggs. Hey, look at that. Cuts and runs.
Yep.